I'm Seth Andrews, and what you're about to hear is a true story. I'm not a drinker, not a big fan of drunk people, but I do have to sit back in awe of those who can just knock back the alcohol like it's candy. Now, most of us have been to a wild party where the booze was really flowing, and most of us have stories that go along with those parties. Well, I want to tell you the story of one particular kegger that became one for the books. It's a Friday night. The place is called City Tavern, and a group of guys got together, no fewer than 55 men, plus 9 musicians and 7 waitstaff. This was quite a party. And even the waiters got in on the bender. They were drinking as well. It was supposed to be a work night. These men were all co-workers, but how much work could you actually get done pouring through boxes of paperwork while you are running up the following bar tab? Specifically, 56 bottles of Madeira wine, 60 bottles of claret, 22 bottles of porter, 12 bottles of beer, 9 bottles of cider, and 7 large bowls of alcoholic punch. Holy cow. That is a lot to imbibe. And it doesn't include the musicians and the waiters. They ran up their own separate liquor bill. They had an additional 21 bottles of wine. It was such a wild, intoxicated, binge-drinking bash that somebody actually kept the receipt. The itemized bill from City Tavern, they did the math, adjusting for today's dollars. Just for the men supposed to be working that Friday night, more than 45 gallons of booze were served, which would today be a bar tab of over $17,000. Now, not everybody got drunk. They may have had a few sips here or there, but they kept their dignity and sobriety. But this party was so epic that the receipt is preserved even today, over 2 centuries after it happened. Discovered first in a box of documents by a professor, a guy named Gordon Lloyd of Pepperdine University. He found it and he posted it publicly in digital form. You can actually see the receipt for the party on the internet today. Okay, why should we care so much about a 250-year-old drinking party? Maybe it has something to do with the attendees. Those 55 guys at City Tavern in Pennsylvania, some of those men with names like Washington, Jefferson, Franklin, America's founding fathers, working after hours on a Friday night at a restaurant pub in 1787, and the job they were working on was, no kidding, the United States Constitution. And that story about our founding fathers that you might not ever have heard before is a true story.
TrueStoriesPodcast.com